What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to not exactly a Carolina Panthers talk, but more so of a open football talk here on Blitzball Champ Gaming, here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, the 2024-2025 NFL season has completely come to a close. Super Bowl 59 is in the books. So I wanted to talk not only about the game, but also wanted to go over the different NFL honors winners and just kind of give my thoughts on those. But let's go ahead and do the NFL honors winners. Got quite a lot. So we're going to do those. Going to go over the NFL Hall of Fame class of 2025. And then we'll talk about Super Bowl 59. Okay. So let's see. Let's first start off with our Walter Payton Man of the Year award presented by Nationwide, because Nationwide is on your side. And this year's winner ended up going to, from the Jacksonville Jaguars, defensive end Eric Armstead. Now, of course, this is an award that pretty much goes to a player for philanthropy and for their excellent community service and impact into the overall community. So, this time around it was Eric Armstead. So congratulations to him. Of course, this is only one Carolina Panther has ever won this award in the history of its existence, which was, I believe, 2014, and it was Thomas Davis Sr. So, I do kind of want to go into, let's see, how did he do this year? I'm just curious how Eric Armstead did this year. I'm curious. Played in all 17 games. 29 total tackles. 21 of them solo, 8 of them assisted. 2 sacks. Was pretty much it. But yeah, spent a lot of his time with San Francisco until this season where he was moved to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But like I said, this award isn't about stats. It's about impact in the community. But yeah, congratulations to Eric Armstead. Okay, let's go ahead and let's spotlight the rookie players. Let's spotlight the rookies. First off, we're going to go with Offensive Rookie of the Year. And it went to the Washington Commanders quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Honestly, not surprised at all with this pick. I think this is a really good pick. Especially considering the type of season the Commanders have had. So honestly, yeah, I'm definitely on board with this pick. Jaden Daniels. But yeah, finished with, played in all 17 games. completed 331 of 480 passes for about a 69% completion percentage. 3,568 yards passing. Averaged about 7.4 yards. 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Um, had a QBR of 70.6 and a rating of 100.1. Did a little bit of running as well. 148 carries, 891 yards, 6 touchdowns. So, overall, great rookie year for Jaden Daniels. And, like I said, Washington Commanders ended up making it to the playoffs. They didn't win the division, but they did make it to the playoffs and was able to get 2 big victories in the postseason over the Buccaneers and Lions. So, gotta give them mad love. They did good. They definitely did good. They made it all the way. They made it all the way to the NFC Championship. So, definitely a great showing overall for Jaden Daniels. And like I said, not surprised at all that he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Definitely very fitting for him. Alrighty. Now from Offensive Rookie of the Year to Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I gotta be honest, I was not expecting this one. I was actually not expecting this one. But Defensive Rookie of the Year went to outside linebacker from the Los Angeles Rams, Jared Verse. Very interesting. I have to say, Defensive Rookie of the Year was kind of hard for me to come to a conclusion on, but I honestly did not expect him to win it. And if I remember correctly, the last Rams defensive player to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, I believe, was Aaron Donald. So, no, that's kind of interesting to see. And then looking at Jared Verse. So, played in all 17 games. 66 total tackles. 36 of them solo, 30 of them assisted. 4.5 sacks. 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. So, hey, did a little something. But yeah, not bad starting off. But yeah, I don't hate it. I just was kind of surprised that he ended up winning it. It's not somebody that I would have thought would have gotten it. But hey, congratulations to Jared Verse on winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right. So let's go to Offensive Player of the Year. And honestly, this was, I think, pretty unanimous, if you ask me. I think this was pretty unanimous. And that goes to now Super Bowl champion, running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, Saquon Barkley. I gotta say, for him, dealing with some injury woes and with the Giants, and then they kind of gave up on him, and him coming to Philly and just really just blowing the roof off in Philly and just really taking the ball and running hard, like literally running hard in Philly en route to a Super Bowl. But yeah, Saquon Barkley had a monster season. Played in 16 games, 345 carries, 2,005 yards, 13 touchdowns. He was about 5.8 yards a carry. And then even did a little bit of something in the passing game. 33 catches out of 43 targets for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns. But yeah, Saquon definitely ran the ball hard. And it definitely showed. Had some incredible games. And yeah, I'm not surprised at all that he won this award. Like I said, I know he dealt with some injury woes with the Giants, but as it got into 2021, 2022, they really started to give up on him. I mean, he had that great season with the Giants in 2022, but like I really felt like they just gave up on him. They really gave up on him. They had somebody really unique and special in Saquon Barkley, but hey, went over to Philly, hadn't slowed down a bit, stayed healthy, and dominated in the run game. So, like I said, not surprised at all that Saquon Barkley won Offensive Player of the Year for this season. Definitely well deserved. Okay, from Offensive Player of the Year to Defensive Player of the Year. This one, not really that big of a surprise. The winner ended up going to Patrick Surtain II for Defensive Player of the Year. And see, look at that stat right there. That's a crazy stat. A 10.1% target rate. Only allowed 306 receiving yards. And he had 4 picks. I mean, I have to say, that's pretty freaking impressive. Which, I mean, you know, he's definitely gotten off to a great start in his NFL career. So, I'm not really surprised that he won Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, it would have been nice if J.C. Horn got it, but I think J.C. Horn will eventually get one. I think he'll eventually get one. But yeah, Patrick Surtain II this year played in 16 games, had 45 total tackles, 34 of them solo, 11 assisted, had 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 4 interceptions, including, I believe, 1 pick six. But yeah, definitely has been playing really well for the Broncos. And like I said, this is his 4th year. So this is his 4th year and definitely is continuing to grow and get better. But yeah, got to give it up to him. He's been a shining, bright force for the Denver Broncos. But yeah, Patrick Surtain II, your Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. This next one is Comeback Player of the Year. Now, while I don't have anything against this particular player, I do disagree that he won this award for this season. I don't think he should have won it this season. But your Comeback Player of the Year went to Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Now, let me go over his stats right quick, and then I'll get to why I really believe he shouldn't have won it this season. But Joe Burrow still had a great season stat-wise. I mean, played in all 17 games, completed 460 out of 652 passes, a 70.6 completion percentage, which is very impressive. That's his career best. 4,918 yards. So he almost hit 5,000 yards. So this season was his career best. 43 touchdowns, a season best for him. 9 interceptions. Sacked 48 times. Finished with a QBR of 74.7 and a rating of 108.5. Did a little bit in the rushing game. 42 carries, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns. But monster stats. And I do understand that he, was coming back from an injury as well. I mean, he only played 10 games last season. He has had some injury woes and whatnot in his NFL career, but, this is somebody that has played in the Super Bowl and continues to put up great numbers. But here's the thing. To be honest with you, I truly believe Sam Darnold from the Vikings, I truly believe he should have won Comeback Player of the Year. Because here's my thing. I understand there's a lot more emphasis on the winner of this award being somebody that overcomes adversity, such as a season-ending injury or a major injury or whatnot, or just, coming off a really, really struggling type of season and whatnot. So I get that. I get that. Don't get me wrong. But I honestly, even though he didn't have like any serious injury or what, I truly believe Sam Darnold should have gotten Comeback Player of the Year. And the reason why, let's think about it, y'all. You look at Sam Darnold's career before now, a lot of struggles. A lot of struggles. Not a lot of numbers. I mean, he put up 3,000 yards his second year in the league with the Jets, but, was in an organization, didn't really do well. Started off doing a little something with Carolina, but then, after 2022 just fell apart for him. At San Francisco, he really wasn't a starter, wasn't the main guy. But then he comes to Minnesota, and look at what he's been able to do. I mean, he set a career high 66.2 completion percentage. That's out of 361 completions out of 545 attempts. Played in all 17 games in the regular season. 4,319 yards, his career best. 35 touchdowns, another career best. 12 interceptions, a career best 60.4 QBR, and career best rating 102.5. Sacked 48 times, though. I mean, he did take a little bit of a beating. 67 carries, 212 yards, and a touchdown. But, let's keep it real, y'all. This was Sam Darnold's career best season. This was his best season in his NFL career. And, even though it took, 7 seasons? I really feel like, not only that, helping the Minnesota Vikings get to the playoffs on a 14-3 record, I honestly feel like Sam Darnold should have won this award. Comeback Player of the Year. I really think he should have won it. I do. I think he deserved it more than Joe Burrow. And don't get me wrong, Joe Burrow is definitely the better quarterback. That's not what the dispute is. I think what Sam Darnold has done this season, compared to the rest of his career, I think he deserved Comeback Player of the Year. I really do. I really do. If Geno Smith was able to get one, and he was able to pretty much revive his career when he came to Seattle, because he wasn't a big name, I think Sam Darnold should have won it this year. I think he should have won it this year. So that's really my big complaint with that. Like I said, I know he's not with Carolina anymore, but he honestly, the way he played with Minnesota, and the funny thing is, the dude is only 27. He's only 27. And he was able to to bounce back like this. Yeah, it took a long while, but it just goes to show it's not too late until it's too late. So that's why I strongly feel like Sam Darnold should have won this award. I know there's a lot of emphasis on coming back after a serious injury, but I really believe this award belonged to Sam Darnold. Just for the season. Just for the season, I think this award belonged to him. But Joe Burrow gets it. Alrighty. Let's look at Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, speaking of the Minnesota Vikings, it went to Kevin O'Connell. Coach Kevin O'Connell, 14 wins, second best in franchise history for the Minnesota Vikings. So, congratulations to him. To be honest, I think really, cool that he won. But, honestly, I think there were a lot of coaches that really could have been up for this award, to be honest with you. Especially Dan Campbell, Nick Sirianni. I think there's a good handful of coaches. I honestly thought Dan Campbell was gonna get it. But, Andy Reid. But, I give it up to Kevin O'Connell. I can understand why he ended up getting it. But I felt like there would have been a decent handful of coaches up for this award. But, Kevin O'Connell, I dig it. I dig it. Especially with what he's had to use on the team, and especially reviving Sam Darnold's career. It's huge, it's humongous. So, hey, I can dig it. Kevin O'Connell, your NFL Coach of the Year. Congratulations to him. And then we come down to NFL MVP, most valuable player for the season. And honestly, when they announced who got it, I definitely, truly feel like he earned it. Hands down, definitely earned it. And that is Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Oh, yeah. He's definitely come a long way. But I figured if he just kept putting up the numbers that he was doing just season after season, it was only a matter of time before he finally scooped up an MVP. Took 7 seasons, but I figured it was a matter of time. Definitely figured it was a matter of time. So for this season, he finished, played all 17 games. For the most part, Josh Allen's been healthy throughout his NFL career. Completed 307 out of 483 passes. Finished with a completion percentage of 63.6. 3,731 yards passing, 28 touchdowns, a career low, 6 interceptions. Like I said, career low. Only sacked 14 times. So overall, he had great protection this season compared to previous seasons. That's the lowest number he's ever been sacked in a season. 77.3 QBR, and a rating of 101.4. And even did a little something. Well, actually did a lot of something in the running game. 102 carries, 531 yards, 12 touchdowns. A little bit less from last year, which he had 524 and 15 touchdowns, but still, had a few less touchdowns, but still, that was really good performance. But yeah, Josh Allen, he put up the numbers worthy of an MVP, and honestly, I thought he had a good chance last year and even the year before that to get MVP. But honestly, I think he definitely deserved it. With the kind of numbers he had been putting up, it was only a matter of time before he finally got an MVP. So, definitely, I think I can imagine there were still some folks that felt like Lamar Jackson should have gotten another MVP. But honestly, I think Josh Allen deserved it more. I think he deserved it more. I mean, Lamar is already a two-time MVP, so I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if he had gotten a third. But honestly, I really think Josh Allen earned it. I think he earned it. My only thing with Buffalo, they've been able to consistently get to the playoffs, and they made it to the AFC Championship. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like they just can't seem to get to punch their ticket into a Super Bowl. And I mean, and 5 seasons ago, same issue. AFC Championship, Kansas City. Like, it just seems like it's their kryptonite. It's their kryptonite. And once again, because I mean, you got to think, lost to Kansas City this year, lost to Kansas City last year. Let's see. Lost to Kansas City in 2021. Lost to Kansas City in 2020. So yeah, like, because the Bills have been in the playoffs since 2019, consistently since 2019. But like, yeah, Kansas City has been their kryptonite, and it just, I feel like when it comes down to it, as soon as Buffalo can overcome Kansas City, they'll be in a Super Bowl. That's what I think. That's honestly what I think. Because there's a lot of argument that under Kansas City, Buffalo's like the second best AFC team. And I just feel like once Buffalo can get past Kansas City, Buffalo will be in a Super Bowl. They'll be in a Super Bowl. And who knows, might win it. But honestly, I just feel like until they can overcome Kansas City, Buffalo's probably not going to get to a Super Bowl until they can overcome Kansas City. That's been their kryptonite. Since 2020, that's been their kryptonite. Okay. And then, let's see. So 4 players have made it to the 2025 NFL Hall of Fame. And those players are, hold on, let me see something. Those players are wide receiver and also the brother of Shannon Sharpe, Sterling Sharpe. Got cornerback Eric Allen. Got tight end Antonio Gates. And you have defensive end Jared Allen. That's it. I honestly thought there would have been more than 4 players. I really thought there was going to be more than 4 players. And once again, I'm disappointed that Steve Smith got snubbed again for the 4th straight year, which I still to this day don't understand how Andre Johnson's in the Hall of Fame but not Steve Smith. That will bother me for like the rest of my life until Steve Smith gets into the Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous. It's really, really ridiculous how he's in but not Steve Smith. I will never understand that. So Sterling Sharp. Older brother Shannon Sharp. Of course, Shannon Sharp, tight end. Sterling, wide receiver. Sterling Sharp. Only played for the Green Bay Packers his entire career from 1988 to 1994. Let's see, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time NFL receptions leader, 1-time NFL receiving yards leader, 2-time NFL receiving touchdowns leader, first-team All-American, third-team All-American, and of course, you know, he played college at South Carolina. He was a Gamecock. He's in the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame. But yeah, finished with 595 career receptions, 8,134 yards receiving, and 65 touchdowns. But yeah, many say that he probably could have went longer, but he had a really serious neck injury that cut his career short. First round draft pick out of first round 7th pick in 1988. But yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, now the Sharp brothers, Sterling and Shannon, you know, are now both in the Hall of Fame. Shannon got there first, and then older brother Sterling. So that's what's up. Congratulations to Sterling Sharp. Eric Allen. Eric Allen, another well-known name. Played cornerback. Second round draft pick. Pick 30, 1988. Played at Arizona State. So he was a Sun Devil. Played with the Philadelphia Eagles from 1988 to 1994. Played with the Saints from 1995 to 1997. Played with the Raiders from 1998 to 2001. Let's see. He was also defensive backs coach for 1 year with the San Diego Fleet, which is a AFF or AAF league team. But yeah, his highlights: 1 first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, PFWA NFL All-Rookie Team once, Philadelphia Eagles 75th Anniversary Team, and Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Fame. And his career stats: a total of 787 tackles, 54 interceptions, 826 interception yards, 40 pass deflections, 5 forced fumbles, 7 fumble recoveries, 3 sacks, and 9 defensive touchdowns. Heck of a career. Heck of a career. And I know he definitely was not fun to deal with when he was with the Saints, that's for sure. Ugh. But yeah, congratulations to Eric Allen. But yeah, was definitely quite a beast at cornerback for sure. Okay. Tight end one of the best to have played, Antonio Gates. Man, this was a player you did not want to line up against. That's all I can say. And came into the league undrafted. That's right, in 03. Undrafted. Played college. So he played basketball at Kent State. Let's see. And he had brief stints at Michigan State and Eastern Michigan University. So, looks like played more so basketball in his college career. Interesting. Let's see. But yeah, played with the Chargers his entire career from 2003 to 2018. Let's see. 3-time first team All-Pro, 2-time second team All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, NFL 2000s All-Decade Team, San Diego Chargers 50th Anniversary Team, and also Los Angeles Chargers Hall of Fame. His career stats: 955 catches for 11,841 yards and 116 touchdowns. Whew! Definitely a beast of a tight end. Antonio Gates, one of the best to have ever played for the Chargers, for sure. Definitely. I mean, what? There's nothing bad to say about this guy. This dude was a beast. You know, it was a bummer that he never was able to reel in a Super Bowl, but still, this dude was a beast of a tight end. Like, for sure, hands down, was a beast of a tight end. But this was definitely a long time coming. Congratulations to Antonio Gates being inducted into the 2025 Hall of Fame. And then a name that I know Carolina Panther fans are familiar with. Definitely are familiar with. What the heck? Oh, okay. And that is defensive end Jared Allen. Jared Allen. Of course, he played on the Carolina Panthers Super Bowl team. Jared Allen, he was a 4th round pick 126 in the 2004 draft. Played college at Idaho State. Played with the Kansas City Chiefs from 04 to 07. The Vikings from 08 to 2013. The Bears from 2014 to 2015. And then the small stint in Carolina in 2015, where he played in Super Bowl 50. Okay. Career highlights and awards. 4-time first team All-Pro. 5-time Pro Bowler. 2-time NFL sacks leader. PFWA NFL All-Rookie Team. Minnesota Vikings Ring of Honor. 50 Greatest Vikings. The Buck Buchanan Award winner one time. 2-time first team IWA All-American. 3-time first team All-BSC. He has his college jersey retired. Idaho State Bengals. Number 41 retired. Had 2 NFL records. Tied for most career safeties with 4. And most safeties in a season, 2. His career totals: 648 tackles, 136 sacks, 32 forced fumbles, 19 fumble recoveries, 57 pass deflections, 6 interceptions, 2 defensive touchdowns. Definitely had quite a career, for sure. Had quite a career. And, you know, he got a chance to play in 12 games for the Carolina Panthers. And for what he did in Carolina, 27 total tackles, 15 solo, 12 assists, 2 sacks, 2 passes deflected. But yeah, like I said, he got a chance to play in Super Bowl 50 with Carolina. But yeah, Jared Allen definitely was a beast on that D line for sure. And he has Vikings franchise records in 2011, most sacks in a season with 22, and of course in 2008, most safeties in a season with 2. So, I think he definitely did the most damage as a Minnesota Viking. But yeah, congratulations to Jared Allen on being inducted to the Hall of Fame. And yeah, that's your 4. Sterling Sharp, Eric Allen, Antonio Gates, Jared Allen. Congratulations to those 4. Okay. Super Bowl 59 talk. A rematch from a couple of seasons ago, actually. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. And I have to say, was actually rather shocked at the overall turnout. It looked like the Eagles were on their way to a shutout, but didn't quite happen that way. But still, very dominant this game. Finished with a final score of 40-22. Very lopsided game. The Chiefs' touchdowns came in very, very late. But yeah. So no three-peat for the Kansas City Chiefs. Philadelphia Eagles get their second Super Bowl in just a couple of seasons. I mean, it's been a little while since their last Super Bowl, but I mean, they played in a Super Bowl just a few seasons ago. But yeah. And this is Nick Sirianni's first Super Bowl as a head coach. Or actually, I believe this is his only Super Bowl. So, yeah, this is his only Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean, just Patrick Mahomes was getting... I felt like this was Tampa Bay, Kansas City all over again from like a few years ago. Because Patrick Mahomes was running for his life this game. Struggled in the first half badly. I think he finished the first half with like 50-something passing yards. It was ridiculous. But yeah, Mahomes finished with 21 of 32, 257 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Got sacked 6 times. Oof. QBR of 11.4, a rating of 95.4. And like I said, the touchdowns came late. Because one was late in the third quarter and then the other 2 were in the fourth quarter. But man, Mahomes got destroyed in this game. Let's just keep it real. Not really much on the run game either. I mean, Mahomes was the leading rusher. 4 carries, 25 yards. Kareem Hunt, 3 carries, 9 yards. Isaiah Pacheco, 3 carries, 7 yards. Like, they did not do much in the running game at all. Shout out to Xavier Worthy, though. He did his thing. 8 catches, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins, he struggled badly. 2 catches, 18 yards. He did have a touchdown, but he dropped a wide open pass. It was ridiculous. Travis Kelce had a couple of drops. A couple of surprising drops. 4 catches, 39 yards from him. Not much out of Hollywood Brown. Not much out of Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, like the receivers really just didn't show up aside from Xavier Worthy, but at the same time, Mahomes was pressured like crazy all game. So, yeah, like I said, I can imagine that was deja vu all over again from when they played Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So, yeah, it was rough. Um, and then Philly did their thing. They were dominant throughout the whole game. They took their foot off the gas a little bit in the fourth quarter, but stayed dominant. Jalen Hurts, who is the Super Bowl MVP, well earned. 17 of 22, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked twice, QBR of 75.4, a rating of 119.7. So, good stuff there. Ran the ball as well. 11 carries, 72 yards. Had the opening rushing touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 25 carries, 57 yards. So, not a huge game from him, but still did a little bit of damage on the run game with Jalen Hurts. Kenneth Gainwell, 6 carry, 10 yards. Not much there. But, the combo of Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley on the ground did a little something, something. The receiving game, Devontae Smith, 4 catches, 69 yards and a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 3 catches, 43 yards and a touchdown. Even Saquon got a couple of catches, 6 catches, 40 yards. So, I mean, if anything, just being able to get the ball into the offense of the Eagles really helped out quite a lot. And, I mean, Cooper DeJean with a pick 6, 38-yard pick 6. Zach Bond got a pick as well. And Milton Williams got himself a fumble recovery. But yeah, I mean, Philly just stayed dominant. And then you look at the team stats. It was pretty lopsided. I mean, Eagles got 21 first downs. Kansas City only got 12. Both got 11 passing first downs, but Philly got 7 rushing first downs. Kansas City only got 1 rushing first down. Philly got 3 first downs from penalties. Kansas City got 0. Both did struggle on third down. Kansas City was 3 of 11. Philly was 3 of 12. Both had failed fourth down attempts. But I mean, you look at the number of plays. Philly had 70. Kansas City had 49. Let's see. 2 for 3 red zone attempts for the Eagles. 1 of 1 from Kansas City. Eagles had 8 penalties for 59 yards. Kansas City had 7 penalties for 75 yards. But, those 3 turnovers from Kansas City, like I said, you have that many turnovers, it's hard to win games with that many turnovers. And the Eagles won the time of possession battle, 36 minutes, 58 seconds to Kansas City's 23 minutes, 2 seconds. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, the Eagles just straight up dominated the Chiefs. I mean, what did they score? What was it, 27 unanswered points? Yeah, I think it was 27 unanswered points. No, it was 34 unanswered points. That's right. They scored 34 unanswered points before the Chiefs finally got on the board. So, honestly, and the thing is, it was only what? It was only like what? Less than 2 minutes or so in the third quarter when they finally got on the board. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to come back from 34 unanswered points. I'm just saying. But yeah, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. I know that's my older brother's team. I just find it funny because, it was a few seasons ago he was ready to give up on Jalen Hurts. I think right after his rookie season, I believe they were in the playoffs his rookie season, if I remember correctly. So, I'm not really sure why my brother was so quick to get ready to give up on him. But, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just find it funny, and I give him crap about that even to this day. I'm like, yeah, you say that, but you were ready to give up on him. You were so ready to give up on him. So, or actually, it was 2021. I'm sorry. So, a year after his rookie season. So, his second season in the league got to the playoffs. But, like I said, he was ready to give up on him afterwards. And it's funny because after his rookie season, they were in the playoffs every year. So, just saying, bro. I don't know if you're watching this, but you are ready to give up on Jalen Hurts. And after his rookie season, he was in the playoffs every season up to now. Just saying. And 2 Super Bowl appearances, finally winning one. I'm just saying. But anyway, like I said, Eagles won. Jalen Hurts won Super Bowl MVP. Not surprised there. Halftime show was meh. I don't think it was anything too crazy. I mean, it was Kendrick Lamar. He got in his diss on Drake, which, ouch. That's all I can say. But yeah, I didn't really. Samuel L. Jackson. I guess that was kind of cool. But that halftime show wasn't really anything special to me. Just my opinion. But yeah, that's really all I got for this. Like I said, this 2024-25 season's in the books. Off season's here. Now we just see what happens. Hopefully Carolina can make the necessary changes and get ready for the draft. Make some big signings, and hopefully Bryce Young and company, you can get on track, and who knows, maybe we can get back to the playoffs again. It's been a while. But we'll see. But that's all that I have. Let me know y'all's thoughts. First off, let me know your thoughts on the recipients of this season's NFL honors. Let me know if you agree with them, or if you disagree, let me know who you felt like should have won those awards. Let me know how you feel about this year's Hall of Fame class of 2025. And let me know what you think of the Super Bowl. Did you predict correctly? How do you feel about the Eagles winning? How do you feel about Jalen Hurts winning Super Bowl MVP? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed start to the week, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Laters.